Hey friends, Daniela here, and welcome to a live version of the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. Getting back into doing some of these live trainings that we're turning into podcast episodes, which are super, super fun. Love being able to interact with those of you that are right here inside of the Spa Marketing Made Easy Facebook group, where I'm always talking about keeping the conversation going. And today I wanted to give a gentle reminder, provide some inspiration that Mother's Day is just around the corner. This is the time right now that you want to start planning and preparing your events, your promotions, whatever it is that you are putting together for Mother's Day, which we know Mother's Day here in the US is May 14th. And it's a great holiday for spa, wonderful holiday for spa. So I wanted to give you a couple of promotional ideas. I wanted to give you some insight onto when and how to market those ideas. And I wanted to go a little bit deeper into hosting a mini event, which is something that we've been talking about quite a bit lately, but hosting a mini event with a Mother's Day promotion. And the reason that I love this strategy so much is what we're seeing in the, and I'll use this in quotes, in the post-pandemic world. Obviously COVID is something that I think will be with us for whatever amount of time, but I'm going to use that post-pandemic world, is that people crave community and connection deeper than they ever have before. And having that community and connection, one of our clients over in Growth Factor just had a mini event around peel. So she did a peel party, and the feedback that she got, what she was sharing in the group was, I had no idea how deeply emotional this would be and how much I realized that I not only needed that connection with my clients, they needed the connection with me and also the community aspect of things. So vitally important. I have another girlfriend in the spa industry who is in kind of a transitional time in her life. She's moving. She was in one place for about 10 years, decided she wanted to go to another place. And so she's kind of living in Airbnbs, saying, I'm going to plop down here for 2 or 3 months, see if I like it, see if I fit in before moving my entire life to that place. And I was talking to her yesterday, and one of the things that she said to me is, wow, I didn't realize how important it is to have community, to have people that you can reach out to, that you can call, that you can, swing by. Those things are vitally important. And the older we get, we need to be really actively nurturing and developing our community. And as entrepreneurs, as spa owners, as spa CEOs, this is one of the benefits that we have, is cultivating a space where connection and community can be facilitated. So double win when we can also be profitable doing that in our business and in our community. That's what's going to create loyal clients coming back over and over again. So I'm going to give you a couple of ideas for packages and promotions. I then want to talk to you about how I would incorporate that into a mini event, and then we'll get into the marketing piece. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment here, and I'll make sure that I get to those before we wrap this up. So a couple of promotions that I want to just throw out there to get your wheels turning, get ideas of what you can do. Mommy and me. I think so often we're looking at what are these pampering packages that we can do for moms, because moms don't always put themselves first, et cetera, et cetera. But for someone like me, I have a almost 6-year-old, and my daughter, she's so cool right now. She's in such a fun age. Like, I'm just loving every moment of her and her personality. And for me, having an experience with her where maybe it's, mini facials, maybe, in certain spas, you're also doing nails. We see that a lot in Canada. But there's also obviously spa salons that we have here in the US, where you could maybe do mani-pedi and mini facials. Think about how you can make it an experience. We actually had another spa in our Growth Factor program over in the UK who did a Mommy and Me promotion, and she had a photographer there. Part of the event was getting a professional photograph of the mom and daughter, in their spa robes, getting their mani-pedis together. That's an experience that mom is never going to forget. And the daughter, right? Or son, should you choose to bring your son. So it's one of those things that, like, how can we take it to the next level? Instead of just having a really pampering, nurturing spa treatment, how can we create an experience? That's what I want you to be thinking about as you're thinking about these Mother's Day promotions and how you can set yourself apart from your competition. Okay, so there's the Mommy and Me. And what I would also look at, if that's not your thing, if you don't want to have kids in the spa, totally understandable. Look at creating a custom self-care package. So you could look at, if you offer facial and massage, how can we combine that? Be able to pack more in, maybe have a therapist, an esthetician doing a facial, and while the facial is being done, maybe you're having your arms and legs massaged. Why would we do that? Well, first, it's different. But second, it's shortening the time. So you can still do a 50-minute treatment. You can fit more in, which would make you much more profitable, even though you're using 2 therapists there. But you're able to kind of pack that in more than taking a 2-hour block of time, to do a 50-minute facial, 50-minute massage. Come up with some sort of promo. Look at all of the add-ons and the upgrades and different things that you have, whether you have jelly masks, whether you have cryo sticks, whether you have LED. Do you do aromatherapy? Do you do scalp massage? Like, what are these added value things that you can create specifically for like a unique package? Again, we always want to have lowest consumable cost, highest perceived value, but really put it in a place where this is different and unique, specific for mothers. Okay. Specific to pamper a mom. Now, how would whatever you decide to do not skimp on the details. How can you customize this? Do you want to have sparkling cider? Do you want to have, mimosas? We have one gal that's doing margaritas and mamas, which I think is so cute. And one of the things that I'm going to talk to her about is, if you're she's going to be doing a mini event. If we're taking this into the mini event, how can we incorporate it? Well, momming is better together. Margaritas are better together. How can we create some kind of promo where we are bringing in a friend, and then both you and your friend get this additional, maybe it's a goodie bag. Think about those bags. This might date me, but I am a child of the 80s. And I remember when I was, and maybe they still do this, I don't know. But when I was in my early teens, I would do anything for Clinique. I was like, a gift with purchase, that bag that I got from Clinique was like the coolest thing ever. And I would just buy whatever I needed to buy so I could get that gift with purchase. And, you'll see this there's a book called The 6 Psychological Triggers. What is it? For making purchasing decisions. I forget the exact, I'll have to look that up. We'll find it under there. But the 6 psychological triggers for purchasing decisions, one of them is gift with purchase. So if you can get a cute custom bag on Etsy or on Faire or something like that, that you can write mama on it, right? And it looks high end and quality and is branded to your spa, and you can put some samples in it, or you can put an eye mask, or I don't know, think of something fun and unique and a beautiful gift. Yeah, I know Clinique Bonus always did it for me. It totally did, right? But think about what motivates you to purchase. How can you incorporate that into your promotions today, right? Always look at what are the businesses that I love? What are the businesses that I purchase from? What are the businesses that make me feel valued, that my business feels valued? How can you incorporate those principles into your own business? Right? It's sometimes a disconnect, but it's the most simple thing, right? What makes you feel seen, heard, valued as a client? How can you incorporate that into your company? So gift with purchase, we want to create that desire. Now, the reason that I love this as a mini event is going back to the community aspect of things. So whether you do a mommy and me type of thing, whether you're doing some sort of custom treatment, again, we're going to want to look at our margins here. We're going to want to make sure that we have low consumable cost, high perceived value. But imagine having an entire day of moms coming in, getting loved on, having the ability to connect with other moms there. You know, maybe in the reception area, you're having some champagne and some pastries. You're having a promo on retail products, you know, whatever it is, really looking at all of those things. And I guess I didn't say this in the beginning. We actually have a mini course on events. It's a $97 course. We actually did a week-long training, had incredible feedback. People were just flipping out about this training. They were so excited. And I started seeing in my Instagram feed, like all these events happening, which I love, love, love. And so we decided to turn it into a mini course. But what it does is walk you step by step through how do you make your offer? How are you scheduling this? How are you marketing this? How are you promoting this? It's very to the point, no fluff, just giving you the information on hosting mini events. And typically what we see with mini events is you can generate anywhere between 10 to 15,000 at an event, which builds community, builds connection, and it takes less time and energy to market than having these big evenings of beauty that give you this, you know, event hangover after. So if you're interested in that course, just comment mini below and our team will reach out. But for now, I want you to really start, like, what's swirling around in your head that you want to do for Mother's Day? How can you start to promote that now? So let's talk about that. Okay. So one of the aspects that we want to share, that I want you to remember in the marketing, is 3-3-3. Okay. So whether you're using, I'm using Instagram as an example because I feel that most spas are using Instagram as their primary communication with their clients, their primary outreach. You can adapt this to Facebook if you're using Facebook more, but I am talking specifically about Instagram. So I want 3 stories per week. I want 3 feed posts per week. And I want 3 reels per week happening to promote this mini event. And so when we're talking about mini events, we have our offer. We are doing no other services that day. We have set scheduling blocks. And then our thing is to sell these mini events where they're paying for their service ahead of time because they're essentially buying a ticket to this event. And at the event, they receive this service complimentary. So they're buying their ticket to this event. And then for the month prior, we're using social media, we're using our email list, we're calling our clients to fill up those spots and create this whole experience for our clients that's something that they're going to remember so much more than just a normal pampering service that is the everyday day-to-day for spa. So again, our mini course goes through this entire process, how you do all the things. Just comment mini below if you're interested in that. So 3 stories per week. If those feel overwhelming to you, if they feel heavy to you, I want you to first think about the 3 posts. And these posts, I want on there to say all the logistical information. Save the date, what it is, how much it costs. You want someone that's not in your industry to be able to pull up your Instagram and know what the offer is, when it is, what they need to do to sign up. Okay. So that's really, really important in the feed. Oftentimes we'll have some beautiful image and we'll have all of the information in the copy. But again, look at how you are consuming information. It's the image that's going to catch your attention first. And we need to be able to get these individuals to stop and then understand, oh, save the date. Oh, it's a mini event. Oh, this would be cool for me and my mom girlfriends to go and do, as an experience together. So you want to make sure that has all the logistical information. If you're feeling overwhelmed, simply share that post into your stories, right? It's like, okay, doing separate pieces of content for each is the best. But if that's too much for you, I want you to just share that post into your stories. Because again, there are people that log on to Instagram and all they're doing is looking at the stories. There are people who log into Instagram and all they do is look at the feed. There are people that log into Instagram and all they do is look at reels. And it can switch, depending on what captures your attention. So we want to make sure that we're hitting all of these sub-platforms inside of Instagram to be able to capture the attention and let them know what is going on. Now, for the reels, I want you to show the behind the scenes. So let's say that you're doing some sort of facial. Do a reel of actually receiving the facial, and then have some text on there that says, save your spot for our Mother's Day event on, such and such date. And then you can give more details in the copy. You can also, for reels, be showing, setting up. Are you going to have special cupcakes? Are you going to have any type of food? Are you going to be doing any type of giveaways? Are you creating a gift with purchase that you have this beautiful package that anybody that brings a guest, brings a friend, you and the friend get this special package? Show that on Instagram and create the FOMO about wanting to be there at that event. Okay. And you're wanting to do this on social 3 times a week, 3 stories, 3 posts, 3 reels every week for the month leading up to the event. We also talk about, and this is inside of the mini events course, we talk about an email strategy and a calling your client strategy, and take you step by step through what you're going to be doing for those, how you're going to get these spots booked up. And I'll tell you, if you get them sold out sooner than the month, I want you to continue to promote. I want you to continue to create excitement and engagement, because whatever your offer is at that event, if you're selling any type of packages, if you're selling any type of retail, remember that the people that are on the wait list, those are the ones that you can reach out to and create some sort of offer in your downsell to be able to generate even more revenue. Okay. So lots of important details in this strategy. But again, I think that mini events is a phenomenal strategy for an event like Mother's Day, where we're wanting to create an actual experience. I would not host this on actual Mother's Day. I would do it on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday before, because most likely moms are going to be, with their family, maybe doing brunch, whatever. I think you have a higher likelihood of getting these events filled up quicker if you're doing it that week before. So keep that in mind. If you guys have any questions about Mother's Day promos, if you have any questions about mini events, just leave a comment below. We'd be more than happy to help and support you. But I want to start seeing some action. When we take action now, when we are prepared, when we're proactive rather than reactive, we have better results in our company. So, at the time of filming this is the end of March, and now is the time to get ready. We're in the last week of March. We're planning and preparing, and we want, starting in April, we want to really get into marketing those events, getting people on our books, getting those things scheduled for Mother's Day. All right, my dears, that is it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for all that you do and contribute to all of the patients and clients that come and see you every day. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next episode.